Hi everyone and welcome to KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti. It is good to see you this afternoon where, of course, we continue to track those weather conditions throughout Spokane County, really throughout the whole region. On your screen right now, taking a look at conditions. As you can see, in the downtown area and a little bit into Browns Addition, we've been checking out the afternoon commute there. A lot of wet snow, making for a little bit slippery conditions. And those slippery roads, of course, this morning led to multiple crashes throughout the city. This morning, our crews captured 2 slide-offs and 1 rollover crash on I-90 near Geiger Boulevard. And you just saw that car in the video there. As you can see, water and snow were covering the freeway this morning. We don't know if anyone was injured in that crash. We do have team coverage this afternoon. First, we have meteorologist Thomas Patrick. He is in our Outdoor Weather Center, tracking this latest round of winter weather. We're going to get to him in just a moment, but first let's head out to the Storm Tracker 2 vehicle. That's where Nathan Young and his photographer are out there taking a live look at current road conditions. Nathan, how's it going?
Hey Laura, well, good afternoon, and we've been out here in the Storm Tracker since about 5 a.m. this morning when there really wasn't much snow at all, but now there's a lot of snow. I'm going to have you take a look at the road right here. We're on the South Hill driving Crestline, and the roads right now are very slushy. And you know, roads like Crestline and Regal and 29th, these main arterials are not too bad as they're just pretty wet. As snow comes down, cars are driving on them and leaving some type of slush. But that slush is where you have to be careful. We've seen a couple of cars on I-90 today slip and crash, and especially towards as you get into more of the side roads and the neighborhoods. That's definitely where you have to be more aware of really keeping your distance from other cars and understanding that you really have to accelerate slowly, don't stop if you can avoid it, and just check your tires to make sure they're properly inflated. And all these driving tips will really help in weather like this. So hoping for the snow to stop for some drivers, but for right now, Laura, we'll send it back to you.
All right, my friend, be careful out there. Let's take a moment now, turn our attention to meteorologist Thomas Patrick. He is in the Outdoor Weather Center. Thomas, I'm viewing everything through a window, but you're out in the elements. Tell me what you know right now.
Yeah, absolutely, Laura. This is why we have our Outdoor Weather Center, and it is still actively snowing. Coming down, I would say moderately, but steady enough. The snowflakes kind of in like the middle. I've seen bigger snowflakes, but I've seen finer snowfall as well. It is certainly that wet, sticky snow that you can clump together and make some snowballs, or the KREM 2 snowman that you see helping me out here on our green screen. But it has been snowing since about 4 or 5 o'clock this morning and started to accumulate after 6 a.m. It has not let up since. And since then, the National Weather Service has now extended the winter weather advisory until 3 o'clock this afternoon for Spokane, and Coeur d'Alene remains in effect until Saturday morning for our northern tier of the inland northwest, as obviously those road conditions are quite slick and still no sign of letting up. In fact, the snow is kind of starting to curl back in this direction, so I think that widespread snow really is going to continue for maybe a couple more hours through about 2 or 3 this afternoon. But the threat from here on out is going to be the intensity could pick up. Look at this little sliver of snow coming out of Okanagan County. That could be a snow squall that would move through our region. So snow squalls are going to be heavy bursts of snowfall, and that's what we'll be tracking for the rest of this afternoon. So coming up, we'll have the latest on snow totals across the region and how much longer the snow overall is going to last before we get to some much needed warmer weather next week.
Thomas, thank you so much. We're going to take a last look at the freeway conditions in Spokane at this hour. This is along I-90 near Freya Street. You can see as the snow continues to fall, the freeway itself fairly clear out there, just some water, a little bit of slush out there on the roadways. You can always check our in-depth forecast. We keep it updated always on KREM.com, or join us here, of course, on KREM 2. Coming in new and news, Spokane City Council member Betsy Wilkerson just announced her plans to run for City Council President. The 2-term council member officially launched her campaign just this morning. Wilkerson was first appointed to the City Council back in 2020 and then won re-election to a 4-year term in 2021. During her campaign launch this morning, she was joined by current Council President Brian Beggs, who recently announced that he will not be seeking re-election. She said she will be ready to help council address the, quote, pressing issues of the day on day one of her term. If elected, Wilkerson would be the first woman and first person of color elected as Spokane Council President.
I am running for council president because our city deserves leadership that listens. Because I can build bridges across communities and bring people together for better outcomes. And because together we can make Spokane a safer, more vibrant community for generations to come. Yes. That's why I'm running for council president.
And that was, of course, just part of her official campaign launch. If you want to watch the whole speech, it is available on the KREM 2 YouTube page right now.